treats for you. Hey, Allie. Allie, come here. Come here. Hey, guys. Welcome back to the channel. So, today, first of all, please give this video a thumbs up because it is hot in Florida right now. It is in the 90s, but it feels like 100. So, it is humid. And I was this close to filming inside, but I was like, no, we're talking about animals. Let's be surrounded by animals. So, give this a thumbs up because I'm sweating. So, today, we're talking about a video that we should have made probably years ago. No, leave the camera alone. No, back up, hey, back up, no, come here. Please don't ruin the camera. So, today we're talking about Blackfish. So, Blackfish is a movie that came out in 2013, and it is a movie that bashes SeaWorld, right? So, we decided, because usually when you talk to people about SeaWorld, one of their biggest responses is, oh, you should watch Blackfish. Sorry, people, but a 90-minute documentary is not the best way to back up your claims. Not to mention that movie lies like a rug. So, first off, we want to cover some things that are not true in the movie, but the movie wants you to believe it's true. So, first things first, the trainer, Sam, in the movie, that, the one that claimed, oh, well, I remember the first time I swam with my orca, my first orca swim, and then for some reason they show a completely different trainer swimming with the killer whale. So whether or not that her story is even true or not, we don't know, but for some reason they edited it to make it seem like it's her in the video when it's not, and they do that consistently throughout the movie. Yeah, just ignore this flash mob I got going on here. Yeah. One more. There you go. Take it. Thank you. Yes, I love you too. Alright. But they do that consistently within the movie where they show things, but they show the footage out of context, and then they have people telling completely bogus stories. And like, please, no, hey, leave the camera alone. Yeah, just prepare yourself for a whole lot of this, okay? Hey, come here. Leave the camera. We're never gonna get through this video. Okay, let's just start. So, one thing Blackfish claimed was SeaWorld has taken most of their orcas from the wild, and most of the ones you see at SeaWorld were taken from the wild. Now, is it true that SeaWorld purchased orcas from the wild? Yes, but you have to understand, this is from the 60s, from the 70s. Times were different back then. Now we have a better understanding. Now we selectively breed in zoos and aquariums. So we're not out just taking animals from the wild anymore because, first of all, it's illegal for a lot of animals nowadays. You need extensive permitting to even do things like that. And most zoos won't even do it because for a lot of the animals, there's a big enough gene pool. And then they only take animals from the wild if it's like a rescue situation or a rehab situation or like an orphan situation, something like that. So the truth is 80% or more of SeaWorld's orcas are actually born in a human care setting. And not to mention, SeaWorld has not purchased a wild orca in at least 40 years. That's right. They've been breeding their own for 40 years, possibly even longer. All right. Another claim that Blackfish made was that wild orcas live equivalent to human lifespans, and that only a handful live to be over 35. Well, another false thing by Blackfish. In reality, wild orcas, on average, now sure, there are some record breakers out there. There is that 100-year-old grandma orca, and sure, there are maximum lifespans of 60, 70-year-olds, but on average, and that means usually, males only live to about 30, while females live into their 50s. Now, we're not exactly quite sure why females necessarily live longer, but that's just what it is. And SeaWorld has orcas in their care that are in their 30s, their 40s, their 50s. Not to mention Miami Aquarium down there in Florida, which is also facing backlash from animal rights people. She's currently in her mid-50s right now. So the claim that killer whales only live into their teens, into their 20s in captivity is just bogus. And let's see. And you may remember the quote about orcas living 25 to 35 years. That's male average lifespans. So the movie tried to paint out as if they're talking about all of those killer whales live 25 to 35 years, when that's really males. Females, of course, live longer, but males, on average, live into their 30s. So, and that's just another example of how Blackfish keeps twisting things over just for an agenda. Alright, number 3. SeaWorld splits up orca families for selfish reasons. So, you have disgruntled employees in the film talking about how... Wait, you want animal cracker? You have disgruntled employees talking about how... Hold on, let me adjust this real quick. Okay, had to adjust this. So now we're closer. So they claim that SeaWorld splits up their orcas because there are disturbances for their shows or whatever. It's not true, you guys. In reality, they only separate calves when mothers reject them. Now, SeaWorld has a lot of maternal orcas that take good care of calves that are not theirs. So they'll ship them out to a different park where they can be taken care of by, sorry, what's the word I'm looking for? I just thought it just flew out of my head, but it's like the mom, a substitute mom. I'll post the name in the comments if I remember it. And that's because long-term health and welfare is their mission. It is their goal. They're not just gonna separate babies just because. What are you doing? Sorry, there's a goat right here. All right. 4 is the claim that SeaWorld blamed Dawn. It was actually local law enforcement that claimed that Dawn fell in. Now, SeaWorld never claimed that. They claimed that Dawn's ponytail was the reason she got pulled in. And they never changed up their stories unlike Blackfish claimed or whatever. They stuck to that story, and there were witnesses that confirmed it. Let's see. And the person shown in the documentary saying that it's Dawn's mistake. That's not a SeaWorld spokesperson, you guys. Well, keep in mind this is probably just part 1 because there's a lot of things we could talk about, but this video is already long enough. So please, guys, don't buy into Blackfish. You know, Google is not a research. 90-minute documentaries are not a research. Articles by reputable organizations and the actual organizations that are being lied about are actual research, okay? I hope this video opened up your eyes. So thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.